So if the police officer saw her face and said there was no bruises, there were no bruises. You will not see my eyes again. The whole situation with her and the actor Franco, we can all agree, like, you can't be turning up at no one's house after 10 p.m. At 10:51 p.m. When are you leaving? Johnny Depp, let's be honest, you guys, he looked his worst while married to Amber. He just looked like a guy that was just drained. Johnny would pay, they put on Johnny's tab, they would do this, Johnny would pay. I'm like, Johnny, is Johnny still got money? Because he was paying for a lot of things out here, you know. In today's video, yes, it is serious. There is a pencil involved. Okay, I'll put it down. This video is going to be a first of a few Amber and Johnny Depp trial videos, okay, that I'm going to be doing. So today's video is going to be all about how to avoid people like Amber Heard, okay? How you guys cannot end up in a relationship with someone like Amber. Firstly, do you know why Johnny made that whole speech about you will not see my eyes again? He realised that Amber is an attention-seeking little turtle. People like Amber, right? They are attention seekers. And what you have to do is start avoiding them. Well, Johnny went extreme with avoiding her. He won't even look at her. Every single time Amber was testifying, right? Johnny, his head was literally down. The whole entire time, just looking at the desk. How long can you look at a desk for? It seems funny, but it's a clear indication that this guy is done with this girl, yeah? If this girl tries to turn up at his door, yeah, which obviously she won't, because I'm pretty sure there's security outside his property. For example, if she ever tried to turn up at his door, he ain't having it. Oh, no. He's calling police, FBI, all of them are dropping. You need to come take this girl. And she was asked about, you know, how Johnny doesn't look at her. And she said, oh, well, I can look at him. And that's the thing, these people, they will look at you. Yeah, they oh my goodness, they will look at you. They have no shame. You can't look at them, not because you're the one who's got shame. You can't look at them because they've made you feel so uncomfortable, right? Even just don't look at them. And also, especially, don't look at them. Some of these people, yeah, if you look at them, they can hypnotize you. Seriously, don't look at them. I'm a Christian, yeah, I'm a Christian. These people who act like Amber, yeah, there's something wrong with them. Possessed by a demon, whatever you call it, right? There's something wrong with them. So, like, if Johnny ain't looking into her eyes, like, seriously, something deep there. And maybe he realised, you know what, she's hypnotising with them eyes, you know? Maybe she, just saying, there's something strange about him. Like, it seems you won't see my eyes anymore. It's a big thing. Another reason why you need to avoid these type of people, they will lie. Obviously, she's lied about these whole bruises stuff. Like, how is it you've got like a massive bruise on today and then the next day there's no bruise, and on top of that the next day you look like you're hardly wearing makeup? Proper liars. So then she slip up, bruise kit. A bruise kit, not makeup kit. As soon as she said bruise kit and she quickly switched, we were like, I'm telling you, yeah, Jesus works in beautiful ways to bring out the truth. Also, do you remember the police officer, right? The police officer that came and saw her said that he or she, I don't know who this police officer is, like, well, male or female, it was a police officer, said there were no bruises on her face. No bruises on her face. But Amber, not willing to like accept the truth, turning to the jury, she did not believe the bruises on my face were bruises. By the way, she was always turning to that jury. Like, seriously, it was unhealthy the way she kept on looking at the jury. Like, at some point, I'm pretty sure one of them juries were like, seriously, why she always staring at us for? Like, there's bad people here, she always staring at us. I know we're making a decision, but it's very uncomfortable all this staring she's doing. I watched a film a few weeks ago, and there was a young woman, she was house sitting, and also she was blind. She ends up calling the police because while she was asleep house sitting, you know, some thieves broke into the house. Broke into the house in the middle of the night. She calls the police, right, yeah? And then what happens is, like, the thieves end up noticing, oh, like, no, you know what, there's actually someone in the house. And then what happens, one of the thieves are like, listen, when the police arrive here, tell them you made a mistake, and like whatever, the money that we've come to steal, we'll pass on a little bit to you as well. So she was like, okay. Police officer arrives. She tells the police officer, no, everything's okay, everything's done. No, police officer's like, no, darling, open the door, open the door. Okay, open the door. Yeah, listen, I gotta look in. I don't care if you say, you know, everything's fine. You called, babes. You called, so I gotta check, innit? Because bad people will, like, come afterwards and like, everything's fine. We're like, okay, since everything's fine, you know, we'll go home. And then afterwards, like, bear mans are shot dead. So we might as well check. You could be lying, you know? You could be lying because you're scared. Let me check the property, innit? So if the police officer saw her face and said there was no bruises, there were no bruises. The whole situation with her and the actor Franco, that guy has not got a great reputation as well. There's been headlines about him out here on the streets. But her and this guy Franco, there's something happened that evening, or they've been doing something, okay? Because the body language on the lift was proper, like, these two have been, you know, doing some shifty stuff. He was leaning on her, and she, like, was allowing him to lean on her. Yeah, you saw it, right? Like, it's 10:51 at night. Who are you rolling up to? I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but like in the black community, right? Yeah, black African community, we don't like people coming to our house without you like calling us and telling us you're coming around. No, because we don't want you coming around. The house is a mess. I need to have refreshments for you. You might be coming around for a few hours, so I might need to cook dinner for you. Don't pull up like that unannounced. And then afterwards, because you didn't tell me you were coming around, you come round and my house is a mess. I didn't prepare anything for you to give you food and stuff. You go around bashing me, saying the hospitality at my place wasn't great. We can all agree. Whose house are you turning up after 10 o'clock in the night? Whose door are you knocking at 10:51 p.m? You dropping something off? If you're dropping something else, that's cool. But you're actually coming in at 10:51 p.m. When you leaving, people who behave like Amber, they're always like pointing the blame at the other person that is being abused, and they're like, oh no, I'm not doing anything wrong, yeah, and they're out here, you know, messing with other people. Okay, let's be honest, they did something that night. They've been doing something. There's no accountability for what she's doing. She spent most of the trial being asked questions, and then she wouldn't answer yes or no. That was like sometimes, but most of the time she would answer the question. Like, if someone asked me, do you own a dog? And I reply, I own a dog, but I don't really like dogs. A bit like, you know, over here in London when the government kept on telling us, oh, like, you're allowed to walk your dog outside, but it's best not to walk your dog outside. He was like, what is the answer exactly? Number 5, Johnny Depp. Let's be honest, you guys, he looked his worst. You're right, he looked his worst while married to Amber. Look back on times when he was on a red carpet with Amber. I think it was one time he came on stage, right? He just looked like a guy that was just drained. The poor thing was drained. When you are in a relationship with people like this, they will seriously drain you out. You won't take care of your appearance because you're too busy fighting every day. You're like, what's the point? What's the point of like going shopping? What's the point of dressing myself? What's the point of washing my face? Like, the guy looked really bad. Seriously, the whole entire time when he was in trial, Johnny looked good. Like in court, because everyone, you know, when you go to court, you're a bit nervous and all that. Johnny looked good. He was cool, you know, he was doodling, looking at the desk the whole entire time. Johnny was cool. He looked alert. Had his hair up in that little ponytail, and you know, I like the glasses, by the way. This whole like behavior during trial was like, he was really calm. Like he was just really calm, and you can see the difference. When he was with her, he looked bad. After splitting with her and taking her to court, the whole entire time he's in court testifying, he's cool. Yeah, I found poo on my bed, yes. I saw a short clip yesterday about how he was explaining how, you know, how her behaviour will just undermine you. I'll play the clip.
Small insults and teenage sort of high school tactics, bullying, if you will, was becoming too much.
So why did you stay with Miss Heard given this type of behavior?
That's a very complicated answer. I'm sure that it's somehow related to my father remaining stoic as my mother would beat him to death. I'm sure it had a lot to do with having been in a beautiful, wonderful 14, 15-year relationship with Vanessa, the mother of my children. And you know that it's not true. It's to slice you up. It's to bring you down. It's to bring you into a place where you start to believe that there's something wrong with you.
Just commenting that he remembers when he was married to his the mother of his children, Vanessa. He remembers what a healthy relationship looks like. That's the thing as well, you men. Don't just think, oh, you're gonna leave the mother of your children for a little young thing. No, you gotta get married. Marry a young thing at the first time. Look at Johnny. It was a younger woman trying to rinse him out and ruin his reputation. Don't just leave your wife because you found a younger thing. It never ends up well. The grass is not greener over there, right? Look at Johnny. He went there. He saw that there's barely grass growing over there. Being in a healthy relationship, if you come from parents who had a healthy relationship, unfortunately with Johnny's situation, he didn't have that. Yeah, but he was fortunate enough to he was fortunate enough to marry a woman who, for 14 to 15 years, right, they had a really good relationship. She was the one who gave him his kids. So he remembers, like, you know, what a healthy relationship is. Lastly, women are like Amber, and they know you've got money. They will try and use you for your money. Yes, because it was said throughout the whole trial, you know, he would pay for everyone. It was like they were going on holidays and stuff. Johnny would pay. They put on Johnny's tab. They would do this. Johnny would pay. I'm like, is Johnny still got money? Because he was paying for a lot of things out here, you know. And on top of it, you're paying for a lot of things for a woman like that. Yeah, for a woman like that, you should have been paying for your kids to go, like, on holidays and stuff. Why are you paying money for her and her entourage to go everywhere with you? Seriously, they will use you for your money.